Tukona, you know, a very talented lady, a very inspirational lady in studio. We have Vivian, and I know Vivian from way back.
Yes, way back.
Way back.
Way back. Tamima ashainipea nguo zake by the way. Hiyo tu ndio kitu
Sasa
nilimpenda.
ndo umeenda.
No, mimi sinanga breaks Si niko let me exercise my self awareness.
Your bill of rights.
My bill of rights are those ones, but I'm so happy to see you guys. In fact, I'm just thinking, the last time I was in such like a proper decent interview.
Setting.
Alafu, DJ, gospel, like we've never been on an interview together.
No, we've never.
We've never. Like, unajua already tumetoka kwa box. Kabisa. So this, I'm very happy.
Karibu sana.
Juu nimezoea zile za?
Bio.
Na bongo upenda kusema umependeza.
Asanti, nawe pia. Nawe pia Tamima umependeza.
Thank you. Tuna appreciate, tunajaribu tu, lakini sasa Vivian. Sijui tutaanzia wapi. You know, it's so funny because I've never really interviewed you.
No, you haven't.
I haven't. We've never really been on camera together.
Interesting.
Okay, so I guess I have to put forward my best foot,
Yes.
guys. Kuna pressure. Lakini acha tuanze na msanii Vivian. So Vivian, you have an amazing song that has just launched. It's a project that you've worked on with Bahati.
Yeah.
So probably to tell us how did that project come to be?
It's so interesting. So, Bahati and I are acquainted. I think we've, of course, even for the amount of time that we've been in the industry together. So we've met a lot of times. We've even had blogs that have written about us together. So we met, I can't remember where it is. And we were with Sam and we said, you know, can we work on something together? And Bahati was like, by the way, nilisikia Vivian akizusha that male artists are not supportive. So I think we need to do this project together. So that's how we ended up doing the project together. It was really, ili fall too into place. I think also when you build relationships over time, it's easier to do things. Juu hamna kalongo mingi, like hamchezeani games.
Watu wako serious.
Like hakuna vile naeza ambia Sadiq to meet kesho 4. Then ikwe ati Sadiq doesn't show up. But you know, there is a level of respect that we've also grown into. So now when we talk about serious things, we end up just doing them.
And what has been the reception so far?
I think people were a little bit surprised, though not so much, because now in 2020 we're seeing a lot of collaboration. There is no really gospel and secular. Hakuna boundaries now. Those ones were broken. So people now are just eager to experience how would Vivian sound with this one? How would Bahati? So it has met the need that is there at the moment, because guys were like, Bahati na Vivian wataimbaje? You know, how will they sound? And I think in terms of the music, we really complemented each other very well.
And you know, what you've just said is a very important point, because there's been a shift in the industry. And I want to throw this to Sadiq as a DJ. So probably like 5-6 years back, had you gotten this track, it's like the industry had an unspoken rule. No. You know, this shouldn't happen. But now, we are seeing that more and more, it's more about the talent. So what would your opinion as a DJ be on this? Is it a good thing? Is it something that you'd like to see happening more and more? Kuna collabo unaweza engineer saizi hapa uambie kwanza nani sauti yenu kichanganywa.
I think it's a good thing. First of all, as industry players, I think collaborating play a very big role, because sometimes that as an artist, ukiangalia kuna places zile your songs as wewe zimefika na kuna places zile songs zile umefanya na watu zimefika. So kuna place ya collaboration, na pia na feel hiyo story ya maybe gospel na secular, before hata hizo boundaries zote, sisi wote ni human beings, sisi wote tuko made in the image of God, na all of us tuko na hiyo personal relationship na God. So I think we can't limit who God can use, unaelewa, just because umemlabel as secular or something like that. So I think when the vibe is right, watu wafanye kazi.
For sure. And part of what comes with that is that the message is also very important. So you chose to go with Najua as your first song collabo with Bahati. So was it specifically a wedding song? Was it a song that's celebrating love? What was your thought process?
I think it's just a mushy song. I think it's just a wedding song. You know, it's just like, it's almost like a Cinderella song. Because it's like, ulizaliwa wa mimi, wewe ni wangu najua. Unajua, it's like this person is your oxygen, which is a little bit airy. But for music, you know, it can work.
kabisa.
Okay.
Ngoma
So
nzuri.
I feel like people need to check out the song if you haven't already, because it's already been trending on YouTube. And then when we come back, sasa niko na maswali ile sasa moto, maswali ya pasi. So DJ carry and drop us that new tune.
All right.
Hiyo ile wanasemaga is a big tune.
It's a big tune.
Kabisa kabisa. Najua harusi zinafanyika hii November, December.
Celebrating love.
DJ Sadiq, kwanza nilikuona juzi kwa picha ulikuwa kwa lineup
Kitambo kidogo.
Kitambo kidogo. So in case you're on a lineup this November, December, that is the song. That is the song that we are promoting.
Kabisa.
Let me just take some of your comments here. Someone here saying, hi Sadiq and Tamima, I'm Lois from Taveta. Really enjoying the show. Say hi to Vivian, she looks good. DJ Karian, kindly play for me hiyo rada ibadilike. Mwingine hapa anasema, Vivian, sauti yako. Yani sauti nyororo. Kabisa kabisa. So now Vivian, my question to you is this, because obviously it's a beautiful song.
Yeah.
I think it is you and Baha.
Yes.
Alafu unajua Bahati wanamuitaga mtoto wa mama. Na
mtoto wa Diana.
Mtoto wa Diana. Oh, that is what it is nowadays, mtoto wa Diana. So did it ever come up where when you were discussing how to do the video and you're like, okay, should it be me who's with Bahati as the bride and groom?
Yeah.
Were there questions around that?
Actually, there were not. Even with Bahati, you know, Bahati is he's also a leader in his element. So for him, he wanted for me to be the bride, right? Of course, for obvious reasons. Sasa nitaanza kuchezwa kwa gospel. Na huko, accelerator haingeingia. Isn't it?
So, alafu,
are we together? You know, so I mean, it was really deliberate, and we felt, you know, all these things are signs. We felt like, for whatever reason, it is important for me and him to show that we are in union. So it had to be me and him in terms of the music space. Yeah.
Okay, so, and I think hot off the heels of that song, you put up a post on your Instagram.
Yes.
And we have to talk about this, Vivian.
A little bit.
Because kwa hivyo unasema najua, however, you are, you know, vulnerable enough to actually confess to your fans and just tell them, hey, you know what, I've been in a relationship, but unfortunately, I'm in a season in my relationship whereby, unfortunately, things are tough.
Right.
Yeah. And in as much as I have this song out, I don't want to pressure anyone who is in a relationship, and this song might not reflect the current state of your relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
I think the major reason, I would say, there are a couple of reasons that I put it out, but the major reason would be because I feel like the social media space is a very influential space right now, right? And when we look at a lot of couples on social media, they never tell us about, you know, the things that they experience in regards to the hard days. You know, I tell people, we've talked, joy and pain come together, right? But a lot of people usually just want to show like everything is 100%, right? So if you're at home and you're having a hard time, you're like, Amma, what's the problem? You know? But I felt it would be very important to say that there are no perfect relationships. They take work, they take time, sometimes they even take space. I mean, it just takes effort, because these are two different people. If even for your brother and your sister and your siblings, sometimes you don't get along, even your own mother who bore you, what about mtu mlipatana kwa stage? Mahali pale kwa stage ya nini? Commercial? Unajua, it's just gonna be it's just gonna be it needs a lot of maturity, and also I think as at now, with the level of my brand and just who I am as a person, I am able to articulate this properly, and people are able to see through it properly. Of course, I know there are people who criticize and say, you know, don't put out what. And to be honest, I put it out and I shut down the comments. So someone cannot comment.
I noticed. Comment section.
Blocked.
Yeah. Comment section. You know, I'm just putting it out there. It is my relationship. However, it is important to understand, because I'm a public figure. I cannot escape that. Iyo ni bottom line. So I also have to be authentic in my own sense and just tell guys, imagine if you're having a hard day, imagine it's just okay. Things will be okay. You know, so that's the reason why ultimately I decided to put it out. Yeah.
Okay, and in case there's anybody who finds themselves there in their relationship, what tips would you give them in terms of how to overcome?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Iyo ni swali ngumu. Can we pray?
DJ Sadika, should we bow our head in prayer?
Hapo ni God anaweza saidia, because you know we are human and we have all our weaknesses. Hakuna mtu wako 100%. But and I think what I would tell anyone who's in that situation is people need to find out who they are and what makes them who they are. Like, what are their interests, you know, how they like living their lives, how they like to spend their time. Because the more you know who you are, the more you will flourish in a relationship. It is two whole people coming together. Najua tumewatch Cinderella, na si vibaya, but it is not half people. You have to be whole. And you have to be whole. And sometimes you have to say, this person akona hii weaknesses. Huyu kwanza, toothpaste anafinyanga hapa katikati, alafu ananibove baya sana. Right? But
and
you
even
have...
that sounded real, eh?
Yes.
An argument son has had in his house.
Yeah. It is, I mean, we have a lot, we are different as men and women. Unajua, na kuna vile, tunajifanyanga hapa, you know, babe, okay, sawa ni babe wako, lakini kuna saa anaweza kukatia, unaget. So I would just say, even with the weaknesses that your partner has, sema tu amefinya hiyo toothpaste hapo katikati, inakubo, but if you can live with it, it's fine. If you can't, ita mkutano. Mwambie by the way ni babe wangu, lakini imagine hiyo kitu iwezi. Ama ubuy toothpaste yako na mimi buy yangu. I mean, I think it is...
Ama ukipata tu amefinya unairudisha tu.
Okay, but we want to hope that in your homes kesho hatujamsha sasa ile
hasira.
Kesho asubuhi mapema.
Okay, guys, so we have to take a very quick break. When we come back, Vivian is still going to be with us in studio. If you have any questions, let us know via the SMS line 111 and of course on social media, DJ Sadiq.
Kabisa, Facebook and Twitter at Switch TV Kenya and on Instagram at Switch TV KE. Welcome back to Full Circle right here on Switch TV. Thank you so much for keeping us company from 8 all the way till now. Just before the break, we were having a conversation with Vivian Kenya, akituambia relationship si rahisi, si a walk in the park, si smooth all the way. What's your take? Are you in a relationship na journey yenu imekuaje? Unaweza tuambia pia. Remember on Facebook and Twitter at Switch TV Kenya and on Instagram at Switch TV KE. Mr. Mima, SMS line ni gani?
Acha ni represent watu wa Facebook kwanza. Kuna mtu hapa anasema Betty ni Moi saying she's loving the show, she's watching from Pipeline. Salimia Vivian tena sana. Omera Kenya comedian, Switch TV. Noma, congrats. Vivian, keep moving Switch. Hey, keep moving to Switch. Sawa. Remember to promote upcomings. Invite Omera Kenyan comedian on your show. I have a lot to discuss. Sawa, Omera tumekuona. Sharon Mweni, you're saying you're watching. Jig Real, loving the interview. Ken Wanyonyi, I'm watching. Vivian is cute. Mwingine hapa anasema Chaya Bet, well represented. Salimiana. Great work, Vivian. I like the way you carry yourself. It's an inspiration. Keep on with the good work. That is it from my Facebook. What do you have, DJ Sadiq?
Kuna jamaa anasema I'm watching from Ruiru, anaitwa it's a lady, Kathy Murithi, anasema watching from Ruiru with my 3-year-old who loves DJ Sadiq. She even remembers when it's Friday, she asks we do a head wrap on her head, Akae Sadiq. Her birthday is 11th November. You will really make her day by gifting her a cake with the rider imetoka kwa Sadiq. Amesema a moist white forest will do. Sawa, asante sana. Nani mwingine hapa? Siabet na kucheki pia. Denmark stays, unasema Oyaro Estate. Hiyo siko sure iko wapi, lakini unasema uko tuned in. Daniel Mwai, una request Elohim by Elizabeth Day, tutakuchekia. Lokami Zaverka, unasema hi there Tamima, my birthday is 1st of November. Strawberry is my flavor. Please, can I get the cake to celebrate life? Enjoying the show. Keep your feedback coming.
Acha nichukue kamoja hapa ya SMS. Yani jameni, gadgets zimekuwa nyingi hapa.
Gadgets nikushikie gani?
Nishikie tafadhali Sadiq, okay? So someone here saying, hey Tamima and Sadiq, I'm Felista watching from Maragua. You are rocking my Friday with my favorite female artist Vivian. I love your music all the way from Chum Chum. So keep the love coming in, guys. Sasa Vivian, we were talking about the fact that 2020 imeisha. In fact, when we wind up, we have some greetings for you. Sadiq and I are wishing people Merry Christmas already.
Mapema tumalizane.
Tusiponane.
Na pia watu wamalizane.
Kabisa.
Move on. So
now that the year is coming to a close, what else can we expect from you as an artist, and of course now any words of inspiration?
So I have 2 more projects that I'm set to put out. One is a collaboration, and one is a song that I came up with in the season of COVID, because it's been a tough season. It's been a tough season, and I mean, even with you guys being in the public, I'm sure you have experienced people saying, just send me to Sok. Like, unajua, like, kumekuwa tu kunoma. So I felt like I needed to do a song just to soothe the hearts of people, you know. So I've done such a song. To encourage guys. And because for this period, I mean, the COVID period, there's a time I got time to really reflect, and that's when I started working on the project. Because I think there's a difference between the projects I did earlier in the year and now when I did the one with Steve-O, Simple Boy, and then now the one with Bahati, and then now I have 2 more. I explored my singing a little bit more differently. Na tuseme tu I got out of my comfort zone, right? So yeah, musically, that's what people should expect. On social, I would just say follow. I think I'm actually 2,000 views away, 2,000 followers away from 1 million. Uko chonjo, are we supposed to high five? Ama ni COVID. Si atuna. Anyway, but yeah, so guys need to follow hizo 2,000 tufike mita, and I really appreciate that. I appreciate my fans have been with me for the longest time. I've been in the industry for about 6 years now. And maybe last words of inspiration, I would say, wow, especially in this age where we're in, where a lot of young people are taking their lives, that is a fact now, and it's really worrying. Juu unasikia ati alinyang'anywa simu akaenda akajiua. Unajua, it's so mind boggling even for me. So I would say, number 1, nothing is that serious, right? Ile kitu unaona ni kubwa kabisa, imagine there's nothing new under the sun. You can talk to someone, hata kama ni mimi, DM me, DM Sadiq, watu wote ni watu wa ngwana, Tamima, just say, this is what I'm going through and whatever. And I avail time. Actually, I take time twice a week to just check through my DMs and see what I can do, because I'm in that position, and it would be very ignorant of me not to do that. So that I would say, young people, tafadhali, let's not take our lives. Let's talk about it. We've also been, imagine there's a day I was 19. Imagine. I'm just 21 now.
We believe you, Vivian. You look amazing.
I'm just 21 and I feel like I'm so old.
Maisha ndo inaanza sasa.
Ndio inaanza, but seriously, like, I know sometimes being a young person, you can feel like people don't understand you and such things, but find someone to talk to. Imagine any problem that you have is solvable. It is solvable, and I really want to emphasize that. Let's not compromise our lives. You will take your life at 19, but you never know what would have happened to you at 30,
True.
at 40. Kwanza, life begins at 40, but I'm not 40, I am 21.
For sure.
That's what I would say.
You know, really just lots of wisdom there, lots of inspiration from Vivian. There are no permanent problems.
No.
There is literally nothing
Yeah.
you could go through that someone under the sun has not gone through.
Yeah.
And just to encourage anyone out there, the Kenya Red Cross has a wonderful initiative. You can actually call a toll-free number, which is 1199. You call this for free. 24 hours in a day. There'll always be an experienced counselor on the other end to talk to you, to walk you through whatever it is you're going through. So 1199, remember that number, toll free, meaning hata kama hauna credo, you know, piga hiyo simu itaingia. So because at the end of the day, you're too important, you're too valuable. You're here for a reason. And I think this is something that we really stressed on this show the entire week. Every Friday we're here with DJ Sadiq.
Kabisa.
And we would really want to hope that no matter what you're going through, just remember that it shall pass. There is light at the end of the tunnel. So just to read some couple of messages here. Someone here saying, Tamima and Sadiq, I'm watching from Meru. Meru representing leo asubuhi. Your birthday is 5th November. Happy birthday in advance. Mwingine hapa anasema, hey Tamima, Betty unasema salimia Vivian, nimemsalimia. Mwingine hapa Flozi, I'm a new fan. Unaona kutoka Kiambu, gotea Vivian, mwambie tunampenda tu sana. Mwingine hapa Grace saying the show is lit. So many SMSs flowing in, DJ Sadiq, because I know we're almost pressed for time. We should be winding up this show shortly.
Pauline Paula, you're watching from Roysambu. Thank you very much. Tabitha Kyoko, you're tuned in from Githurai 44. Mstahiki Wanyonyi, you're tuned in from Nakuru. Daniel Mwai, unasema uko tuned in pia, asante sana. Happy Light, you're watching from Kibra. And you're saying you're honestly, it may not sound creative, but it's a milestone for me. And my career just began writing articles about the law to make awareness about people's rights and the gaps we have in law, and also writing sermons because I want to be a preacher and I'm 19 years old.
Wow.
Keep at it.
For sure. So right now we're going to head over to DJ Karen. He's going to drop a few songs for us. And then when we come back, Sadiq and Vivian are going to be letting you guys know who's going to be walking away with the cake. So tukianza tulisema moja, lakini you guys have been so amazing, chilling with us, you know, sending positive vibes here. Tunapatiana mbili.
Tumeongeza ingine.
So what's your flavor? Strawberry, vanilla, chocolate. Don't go too far. We'll be right back.
All right.
I'm ready.